Hi everyone, this is Diane. I'm working on some of the Flea Market Fresh journals that will be going in my shop. Today's Sunday afternoon. Yesterday's video was a flip through of my own Flea Market Fresh journal. Thank you so much for all of the kind comments. You guys seem to really love this journal, and many of you are interested in the two that will be in my shop. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how they will go into my shop. Now I'm going to do it a little bit different this time. So we'll talk about that as we work. But I yesterday did the first signature of each of the next journals. And you can see, excuse me, they have the milk bottle cap and the vintage millinery leaf hanging out. And I did the slide with a dangle on it. So there's a lot of fun things and lots of inserts and beautiful vintage pieces in those. So I'm going to spend this video working on, I think we'll just work on one signature instead of going back and forth. I wanted to do the two signatures at the same time. Each signature is different. Instead of normally I will do one signature and then I will put the elements that are in one signature. I'll do the same thing in the next signature, and it gives me a cohesive looking book. But this is totally eclectic, and so all the signatures have different elements. So I wanted to go back and forth and do the two signatures from the two different journals at the same time, but for the sake of the video I'm just going to do one journal or one signature right now. So here is one of the signatures from one of the journals, and it has they all have the Tim Holtz paper. I think it's memorandum. Oh, that's upside down. That's okay. I put the lace on it, but the printing is upside down, but I don't think that matters. It's just collage paper. So I've got the trim here, and I have my Romper Room flashcard here with the cluster, and I'm gonna just have my book open over here to remind me of what I need to do. Alright, so I inserted the skunk game score sheet, and I don't have a lot of Viewmaster reels, so instead of one of those I'm just including this page from a really old autograph book from school. It's dated 1935 here. So I just took one of those pages and I'll put that in. And, whoops, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm going to put, I have all these envelopes of ephemera sitting around for me to grab and use. Here's the one I want. This one says receipts and checks. So I want to put something from here in this pocket. Here is a receipt from 1953. Got a stamp on the back. A ton of coal. This is for coal. And it matches the gold of the autograph book page. I'm going to tuck that in there. You can journal on the game sheet. And I think I'm not going to do a tag right now, but I think I will make a tag using piano roll paper. It won't have this part on it because there's only one of those per roll. I just don't want to take the time to make the tag right now, but I will make one. Maybe I'll do it tomorrow for Tag Tuesday, and I'll decorate a tag up to put in here. And over on this page I am just going to include a sticker. I'll take one of these vintage stickers. Let's see, we've got ivy here. I'm just going to find a pretty sticker. It doesn't have to be ivy. There's so many good ones. How about this one? The pretty daisies. Gerber daisies. I just kind of tend to hoard these stickers, so I'm glad I'm getting them out and using them. So for listing these books, since there is some interest in them, I've had several people express interest, so I thought maybe for this one time I should schedule when it will be listed. I guess it goes that way. So when they're done, I don't know when they'll be done, but when they are done, I will do a flip through video. And normally when I do the flip through video, they are already in the shop. But for this time, for these journals, I will not have them in the shop when the video goes up. I will give you that information in that video, but sometimes you just see the video is up, so you go right to my shop. And then you won't see them and you'll think that they're already sold. But that is not the case. So when I put up the flip through video, I will let you know what day and what time these journals will be in my shop. I don't like to do that all the time because I tend to get busy and forget. I can't schedule the listing. I can schedule a video for a certain time, but I can't schedule a listing to go live. So sometimes I forget. I've told you that they're going to be in there at 10 o'clock, and then at 11 o'clock I'm like, uh-oh, I didn't do it. So that's why I don't like to do it. But I will do it this time. So when you see the video, you can watch the video to see the journals, see which one you like the best, or just watch them. If you're not going to buy one, you don't have to buy it to watch the video, right? Oh, I guess this goes with this one. By the way, I added this because this is where the shelf liner was folded. And so it wants to fold there, and also it's a little bit fragile because it is vintage. So where it was folded, it would tend to have broken down the fibers of the paper and made it more fragile. So that's why I did that. So that video will tell you when, what day and what time. I'm going to add a milk bottle cap here. Just reach in there and grab one. I'm putting one up here, one here, and one here. So this is the second signature. I'm going to put it there. So I hope that that is helpful to you, knowing that you have, some of you don't see the video till the journal's already sold. And I know that, and I know it's frustrating. I just have such a hard time trying to make it fair for everybody and workable for me. I try not to list the journals at 8 o'clock in the morning because in California you're probably still in bed. Okay, so that's just a little tab. I didn't do anything else to this page. And here I have the page folded up, so I'm going to glue that down as a pocket, and we'll do a little bit of embellishing and tucking. On top of this fold, I'm going to add some strips, a strip of printable. I wonder where they went. I've got so much stuff in here, you guys, I can't even keep track of where stuff is. I had them in a certain spot and they are gone. Oh, here's one. So this was a printable. I'm using two different printables for these two different journals. They're all from polka dot pixels. But mine was Spree, and then I don't have the names yet. I didn't go back and look, but I have 2 different journal kits that are being used in these 2 journals. So one of the journal kits came with the strips that could be bookmarks or belly bands, but I'm using those strips to decorate. So I'll find out the names before I do the flip through. But the other kit doesn't have the strips, so I'm just kind of sharing. That's just to add a little bit of prettiness there. Let me see what I did on the back side of this map. Okay, it's got another strip on it. So I don't think I have enough strips printed. I'll be right back. I have some paper out in the other room that I want to grab. So I think this is one of the sets, but I printed it twice by mistake, and this set doesn't have the backing printed on it, so I thought maybe I would just use some of these strips. So I am going to cut some of these strips off and use them. I want to get the zigzag stitching here. I think the first signatures of these journals had more embellishments or elements that took a little more time. These 2 signatures, remaining signatures, do have elements that will take some time, like making the tag with the piano roll paper. But I think generally these will not be quite as time consuming as the first one. I could be wrong. Okay, so I have the top of the map decorated. Now I need to include something in the pocket. Oh, I want to embellish that too. I have something special to embellish that, and that is some play money. The coins. So I'll put $10 here, and 5 cents. I bought these coins, I think it was Labor Day last year. It was one of the holidays, and I know which vendor I bought it from. And I am so sad that she doesn't come anymore. She told me she wanted to quit and move down south. I know I mentioned her before. And this year the last time I saw her was Memorial Day. She hasn't been back, so I think she just quit, or she quit and moved. So anyway, I got those from her, and I hadn't used them yet until I put them in my journal. Now I want to put in an envelope or a letter or something. So I've got a pouch of envelopes and letters. This is a very old envelope. It's 1948. I think it was, and I didn't get this at a flea market. I think somebody sent this to me because it's a different language. It might be Swedish or Danish. There's a Danish stamp on it. But I will include that in there, and I could put something in the pocket. I might go back and do that later. So there's an envelope and a playing card. Here's a very vintage playing card. And I need something else in there. I'll put one of these City Market tickets in there. 1918. And on the back, I gotta flip to the other side now. I have the play money, the bills, but I'm not sure where I have those bills right this minute. I might have to go back and add that. I try to have things a little bit organized here, but it's not very organized. There's a really cool label. Maybe I'll stick that in there. I'd like to glue it down to keep those folds straight, but I don't want to cover up that really cool blue. So I think that's better. So I'll just tuck that in there. And another playing card. And then I'll put a piece of this play money in there when I find it. All right, let's move on. Then I have wrapping paper. And I want to add one of these parcel post labels to the wrapping paper, and a label, a vintage label. I got this several years ago, this booklet of labels. Gonna put special delivery on it. So I just want to lay this on crookedly. That maybe. Fold it. And then I'll just add this somewhere. Don't want to cover up all the ladies' faces. These are gummed labels. So, and it still looks shiny, so I think if I moistened it, it would activate the adhesive and it might stick, but don't know how long it would stick for. So we're using glue. This has part of the label that was on the front page in front of it stuck to it. A lot of them do, but I didn't want to waste the stickers. The one in my book also has that. What's the word? Blemish. That's what I'm trying to say. I kept wanting to say embellishment, but it's a blemish, but it shows that it's a real vintage piece. So you can see the label on that side. And on this side, I need my envelope full of, it's not this one. Nope, not that one. This one. Subscription cards, bookmarks, and coupons. So I'm going to look for something that is cardstock that I can make a little tuck spot like this. This Maxwell House coupon. The expiration date is 1973. Make sure that that is the best thing to use. I kind of would like to have both sides of the coupon like tucked into a pocket. Here is Stauffer Home Reducing Plan. Oh, it's for a trim and youthful figure. I think that could be fun. But again, I'll be using the back side. That's okay. I'll just put it on like that, I think. And then I'm going to add a couple of coupons or something in the tuck spot. Not quite cardstock, but it's a bit heavier paper, so it will be fine. Now let's find a coupon. Here's a coupon for Promise Margarine. And what I will probably do with these before I sell them is take these thin paper coupons and glue them to something a little bit heavier that you can write on. But for now, I'm just going to tuck that in. This expiration date is I don't see it. It's probably from the 70s. Yeah, I don't see an expiration date. But it's only worth 10 cents. And is there some kind of a form I can tuck in there? See, I've got a bunch of bookmarks that I've picked up here and there. Starbucks and from the library. Things like that. I keep them in here. Don't use them, but they're there. Here's one that says, I accept your invitation to subscribe to Architectural Digest. So I'll tuck that in there. Okay. I should just grab a couple of these things out and have them ready for the next signature for the other journal. Save a little time. And that's all I need to do to that page. This page is a letter, and I want to just clip something on there. Like I have a little pack. I said in my video, my flip through video, that this was a pack of buttons, but it's not. It's genuine pearl sequins. So I want to put buttons or something onto this. And I'm going to put a photo on this side. So I have another pouch full of vintage photos. One of the smallish ones. There's a nice lady. I'll probably glue that down somewhere because I want to keep the backing part on it. There's a soldier with a jeep. There's a Pennsylvania Mason and Dixon line monument there. I'll just put one of these soldiers there. You see what's on the other side of this. I have to, my signature is sewn into my book, so I'm flipping back and forth. The other side is plain. So I'm going to get out a pretty paper clip, just a teardrop one. And I will add, what was I going to add? Oh, buttons or something there. Next I have a pretty note card. And I'm going to just glue a fabric cluster. I have some here all sewn together. I'm just going to pick one and glue it on. I should have refilled my glue. Oh, I did do something to the letter. I took a piece of sewing pattern, an image from a sewing pattern, and glued it there. And I don't have them in this room, and I'm not going to go running out again, so I will definitely have to go back through this signature and finish adding elements to it. Okay, now we are on this digital page. So this is one of the digital kits that's not a spree. And I didn't do anything to this side. And I didn't do anything to that side. But on this side I added, this is, oh, I have a pocket on, oh wait, that's the music paper. Okay. So all I have is ration stuff. So where's my ration stuff? I took one of the newspaper pieces and glued it down. I think I'll do it on this side. That way I won't be taking away any of your writing space. So this is ration data from the newspaper. I'll add that. And I'll add a ticket or two, or whatever these things are called. And one of the tokens. And I went back, I think after I did the video flip through, I went back and added one of my silver stars. Put these back away so they don't get damaged or lost. This was also in that box full of stuff from the lady that doesn't come anymore. That was one of the most fun bundles of stuff that I got at a flea market. I got 2 boxes from her that day, and one box was full of paper, vintage paper stuff like this, and tons of Valentines, like really old Valentines, and just lots of fun things. And then the other box, it did have paper in it, but it had a lot of laces. So if you remember that video, the Labor Day video from last year, in 2021, it was actually more than one video. It was 3 videos, but the second and third one contained stuff I got from her. So that was exciting. But these ration things were in it. Which was pretty cool. Sorry. Guess I'll turn my phone sound off. My sisters and I have a group chat on Facebook. And seems like one of us is always busy today. I didn't chat for quite a while because I was at church, and then with my sister, or with my daughter. So then I got home and tried to catch up, and they weren't available. But it sounds like one of them is anyway. So I'm just gonna get my phone out of my pocket and turn that sound down. Okay, I'm so grateful for my sisters. And I think here I'm going to add one of my labels, one of my tabs, I mean. These are vintage index tabs, and although I got them from, I guess I'll use this one, from eBay, I'm still going to include them in here, because these are the kinds of things I could get at flea markets. It's all curled, but I could definitely straighten it out with the glue. And I'll just add this tab. Might as well do it up there. Try to get it on semi-straight. I think those tabs are so cool. Okay, there's that page. I think that's all I needed to do to that. Add this one next in the next journal. While I'm on the back half of the signature, I'm going to add this fun pocket. These pockets are already made, so that a lot of the time-consuming stuff is already done. And I just want to add a pocket that was made with a trading stamp page, and a label, and a millinery flower, and a piece of vintage Scotch tape. So I just need to trim a little bit off of that. And in this pocket, I want to put a vintage check and a vintage label. And I don't know what else. We'll find some miscellaneous stuff in my miscellaneous box. Let's do that first. I have two drawers that have miscellaneous stuff. This is business reply card for the alumni secretary of Bucknell University in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. Tuck that in there. I'll give one to the next signature also. And I will add a piece of Victorian ephemera. And I'll look for some checks. I have another, I guess we did look in this one already, receipts and checks. Well, I think I'll put a tax receipt in there. And I have that check. And I'll get some of those out for the other journal. tax receipt. Okay. So there's lots of fun things in this pocket, all vintage. See that? Lewistown, Pennsylvania. This said Lewisburg, I think. Yep, that one's Lewisburg. Wonder how close they are to each other. I'll have to look that up. Lewisburg is where I went with my friend to the antique mall. And that was a few hours away, at least 2 hours. But I don't know where Lewisburg is. Or Lewistown. I don't know where Lewistown is. So what's on the... I'll put these back in my drawer here. What's on the rest of the music page? Okay, I'm going to add a little digital pocket here that is part of one of these kits. I'm sorry, I'm reaching in front of you, but I have stuff in my little plastic drawers. So I'll pick one of these pockets. Mostly I'm using vintage stuff, but I thought it would be fun to add some modernity with the designs on these digital pieces, and they're very colorful and cute, and they match the digital pages. I don't have much time left on this video. Maybe the next video will be showing how I glue the signature block into the cover. I'm just folding the flaps in. There's no lines, but you just have to tell by the little shape. So that's just a cute little pocket that will go here. You see the other side of that paper. Yep, I have a pocket on the front side too, so I will add this one back here. Going a lot faster because I already have my blueprint for the one that I made for myself. I'm using that blueprint to just say, yep, I need to grab one of those and put it here. So I need something narrow here, and I have a vintage piece, a Victorian piece, I mean. Where am I? Okay, a Victorian piece and just a vintage piece out of a scrapbook. So up here I have some Victorian. Oh, these are the romper room cards. I couldn't find them. I need that for the other signature in the other journal. Alright, so I want to find a narrow Victorian card. Like that, maybe. How pretty is that? And it's pretty good on the back. I won't do anything to it. And then I'll look for something in here. I can find something that'll fit. Just miscellaneous stuff. General Sullivan Council, Boy Scouts of America. This is 1960. And it matches the color. I think that would be cute, added in there. Then on this side, I'm going to put a Victorian piece as the pocket. Maybe that one. It's just about the right size. This is about to come off, so I'm going to oh, there's the money. No, that's not money. It's a silverware coupon. Same color as my money. Yep. I have to do some tidying up to find the money, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to just put something on the back because it's damaged a little bit where it was glued to the scrapbook. So I keep plain cardstock or paper over here for doing things like this. I don't know, maybe I should do another video where I'm adding more stuff just like this video but with all the other elements. I don't know. Would you want that? Because I have to stop the video probably as soon as I get this pocket glued down to the book page, to the journal page. But I want to keep going. So I might as well keep the camera on, and if I decide to upload it, it'll be there. Make sure that broken piece is glued down good. I did want to tell you about the wall of healing that I went to with my daughter's family yesterday. It is a replica of a 3/4 size replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall that's in Washington. It's traveling around the country apparently, and it was right here in my little town this weekend. So we went to it yesterday. It was quite moving. My daughter and I saw it, and my son. We went with a friend of mine that I worked with when the kids were still in school, and I was homeschooling them at that time. I homeschooled my kids. I'm going to trim a little more off for a couple of years. So that was a good field trip sort of thing for their homeschooling. And I remember just being very moved by that wall and seeing all of the names etched in it and knowing that each of those names, thousands of names, meant someone that didn't come home. And it was, and you'd see all of the tributes that people left, flowers and letters and just little mementos that people left at the wall for their loved ones. And we would see people with their paper and their pencil or crayon making the rubbing of their relative's name or friend's name. It was very moving. And this wall, although smaller, was moving also, and it was etched, so people could do rubbings on this also. And they had pencils and paper there available for doing the rubbing. Here I'm going to add one of these receipts. And one of my tags that I made. These are made with Flea Market Elements. I guess I'll do this one. It's got some loyalty stamps on it. I'll put some seam binding or something in there. And on this side, all I want to do is find some wrapping paper and cut some elements out and glue it on there, but I'm not going to take the time to do that because my video is at its time limit right now. So I'm going to stop this video. I'll probably do the gift wrap here, and then maybe I'll do another video continuing on with what I'm doing here. I want to say thank you for watching today, and I will see you in the next video. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.